What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. In this video, I want to give you guys some insight into how I'm trading the ASFX A1 system on the higher time frames. I've been getting a lot of questions about why I'm trading higher time frames, and a lot of people are interested in doing this. So in this video, I'm going to break it down to you, show you what I'm doing, how I'm being selective. Since ASFX members, I have removed some of the parameters that makes us selective in our trading. So I've removed the Asia session, I've removed swapping liquid 50s, and I've also removed the 200 and 800 EMA. The reason I've done that is because it allows us to take advantage of more opportunity, but it also still makes us be more selective and also on the right side of the market. So in this video, I'm going to break down my technical analysis, what I'm looking for in the higher time frames, how I'm being selective, and pretty much the pairs I'm trading as well. So let's jump into the charts and let me break it down for you all. So going forward, I'm only going to be trading the major pairs. So Aussie USD, Euro USD, GBP USD, USD CAD, USD CHF, USD JPY, and New Zealand USD. The main reason for that going forward is because they always have volume. There's always some action going on with the major pairs. And a lot of these setups I'm testing on the 4 hour and 1 hour sometimes present during the Asia session. These pairs are more or less always active. There's always trading going on, there's always volume, and there's always some sort of volatility going on with the major pairs. It also allows me to have a very little watch list and a very few selected pairs to trade. So I can really focus in on doing weekend market prep, come in on a Sunday, do a complete market prep, find out where the market stands, get my directional bias, come in, do some simple technical analysis, and then line up some key levels, and then just wait for these ASFX A1 signals to present, and I can take opportunity of that. Also doing the technical analysis, which I'll break down just in a minute, it allows me to be selective. Like I was saying before, I've had to remove some of the parameters that we trade on the lower time frames. All right, so let's jump into my technical analysis. I want to give you guys a rundown of exactly what I'm looking at in the market. It's very simple. Pretty much just key levels and seeing where there is a lot of resistance in the market, and then waiting for that resistance or support to be broken while the TDI indicator is in correct position, getting a candle formation off the significant EMA, just exactly like the ASFX A1 system is taught from Austin Silver. What you can see in front of you is a daily chart of GBP USD, and you can see I'm using trend lines, and so vertical trend lines and also horizontal support and resistance areas. You can see GBP USD clearly in an uptrend. We came down off this high point over here. We set in this double bottom, and we can see we broke back above the 50 EMA. So I'm still using EMAs as a very strong reference point into what's happening in the market. I'm not trying to predict anything. I'm just reacting, and I'll take you down to the 4 hour, and I'll show exactly how I'm setting myself up, finding those key levels so I can take advantage of them when those trades do present. So coming back, you can see we broke back above the 50 EMA, tested that trend line as well as a horizontal zone, came back. You can see price tried to break back below the 50 EMA, and it got rejected. Price came back up, and then we've just been testing the 21 before we got that breakout above that trend line. I would also like to mention that I'm putting in resistance zones using the body of the candle. So you can see this candle here, we've had a high point set up here, and then we closed here. I'll set a resistance, a trend line just across that zone. So that will give me a significant level, a key level where price may react to going forward. So coming down to the 4 hour chart, now you can see that trend line we drew, that was the close of that high point candle. You can see on the 4 hour, the market is now reacting to that zone. The 4 hour and the 1 hour are my trading time frames. So before I kind of break the 4 hour down, I'll jump to the 1 hour and I'll show you this trade that presented that I got involved in. You can see ASFX members will understand this was a valid entry, an A1 entry. You can see that trend line we had drawn on the daily, which is this white line over here. Jumping down to the 1 hour, you can see that trend line was broken with the ASFX A1 system. That is very, very strong confirmation that the trend's in our favor. We're on the right side of the market. The TDI is telling us we're on the right side of the market, and the EMAs are also telling us we're on the right side of the market. This is how I'm being selective. This is how I'm building all my confluence into my trading, getting that extra confirmation to execute on these trades. So moving forward, I'll be more or less taking a lot of entries mainly on the 4 hour, but if I can't find an entry on the 4 hour, I am allowed to take an entry on the 1 hour like I was just showing you before. So on the 4 hour chart, now it's just patiently waiting. It's a waiting game. You can see we've had resistance at the top here, the market is responding to it, and now you can see with ASFX members, you can see this 21 EMA is now in that resistance zone that we had drawn on the daily. All I'm now waiting for is the price to come down to that red EMA, the 21 EMA, and then I'm waiting for my entry signal with the TDI confirmation. The market is still in an uptrend, and I'm not going to change my bias until obviously we get a break below a certain EMA, or the TDI drops into the sell zone. I still have to take my trades with the TDI in the correct position. That's all that matters. As long as it's in the buy zone or in the sell zone, then I can take the trade. If, for example, coming back to this 1 hour chart, if the L50 was in the sell zone here and we got that confirmation with all that technical analysis telling me it's going to go higher, I can't get involved. It's my rules, and that is where the signal works its magic, off that TDI value being in the correct position. So one thing I just want to quickly point out as well is I am back testing and testing the entry signal with the TDI confirmation. That is all. All of the extra technical analysis, the market prep, is just for my own confluence and confirmation and confidence in that the trend is in our favor and I'm buying into. It's just a way of being selective since I don't have too many parameters to go by to kind of put together and to stack together and be more confident and selective in my trades that way. Doing this kind of analysis, understanding where the market is, what key levels it's reacting to, waiting for a breakout with the correct TDI and ASFX A1 entry confirmation, that's when I'll take advantage of the trades. So now I want to bring your attention to another pair, so USD CHF. Now, as you can see, market is in a downtrend. Market has been trending downwards for a while. We've recently had this kind of bullish run, and now we've broken on the daily, we're breaking below the 50, and then market has retested that 21 EMA. Using price action patterns, you can see a bearish flag on the 4 hour with a breakout of the flag, A1 shift candle, confirmation, TDI in correct position, take advantage of the trade. This one is still currently playing out. I didn't get involved in this one as I haven't tested USD CHF yet. I've only tested GBP USD. Exactly for ASFX members, exactly what Austin Silver teaches. I'm just adding confluence with the overall bigger picture of the market. With this trade on USD CHF, you can also notice the L50 at the bottom has been holding the sell zone for quite a while, especially on the 4 hour. On the daily, you can see that it's now dipping into it. I don't need all the time frames to match up. All I need is my trading time frame to match up with the TDI and the sell zone and the buy zone. So that is more or less all I'm doing. Following the exact rules Austin has given out to all the members, I'm just doing a bigger picture analysis, trying to ride the trends for much longer while still doing trade management and just following a more market structure, price action based approach, using the EMAs, stacking the confluence, stacking the confirmation, gives me confidence, and I'm only testing the signal itself. Everything else is just extra to help me be selective. Once again, you don't want to be involved in all of these trades. End of the day, the backtesting says it's a 60% plus win rate. So you can if you want to, but at the end of the day, I like being a little bit selective, and you can shift the probabilities into your favor, like doing technical flag patterns or price action patterns, support and resistance zones, and really kind of just getting that bigger picture of where the market stands. You can really be selective, increase your win rate, increase your profitability. The high time frames has also allowed me to do a lot more stuff during my day. It's a more relaxed approach. I don't have to check the charts. I don't have to check it once every 4 hours. I'm doing my weekend prep, so every Sunday I'll go through all these, all 7 pairs. I'll get the key levels. I'll get any patterns that may be happening, any flag, pennant, triangles. I'll see any strong support or resistance levels, and I'm simply patiently waiting for a breakout, like you can see over here, waiting for a breakout like that, or a breakout like this one over here. and I'm just jumping and taking advantage of the trades that present. And before I let you go, I'm going to run you through some of the backtesting real quickly. So let's jump into that real quickly. This is the ASFX backtesting spreadsheet me and Austin Silver put together. This thing has been a complete game changer for me. I did a video on this. You can go watch. I'll put the link up in the corner. And this gives you so much more insight in how the system is performing. So I've tested about 65 trades, I think. 62 trades I have logged. And you can see the rate of return and how the system performs. This is only GBP USD, and you can see that it is a 61.29% win rate on the 4-hour time frame. Now, once again, this is all relevant. It's a 52%. This is 3 years worth of trades I have logged. So I've started from 2012 and I just finished 2014. So 3 years worth of data on the 4-hour time frame, 52% gain. Now, of course, you can change this around if you want to risk 1.5%. That will increase the rate of return. So now you can go from 52%, you can go up to 78%. You can do a percentage-based risk management, money management strategy, or you can use a position size-based strategy you can see over here. So obviously using a position-based strategy is much more profitable. You can see a max drawdown. So max drawdown is only 2.8% or $4,000. Biggest win, 16,000, average win 2.5. Biggest loss, obviously using a percentage-based risk will always be the same, and your average loss is 1,000. Now, going forward, you can see all the details of the trade. You can even check out the screenshots I've put in as well. So you can see the screenshots of each trade, the entry signal, confirmations, everything. And it just gives you so much more insight into what's happening with the trades. You can see your long versus short positions. You can see the number of trades per month. So I'm averaging about 3 trades per month. You can see your best performing month in each year. And it really kind of narrows down and just gives you a bigger picture of how the signal is working. You can now also see a losing streaks and winning streaks. So how many losses in a row did you have and how many winners did you have in a row? I'll put a link up here. Go check out the backtesting course. The link will be in the description as well. I also did a video about it like I was saying before. Being able to backtest like this and understand your system in so much detail gives you so much more confidence going forward and trading in a live market. So I hope you guys got some value out of that video. If you did, smash the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button, and don't forget the bell icon to get notified for any content I release. I appreciate you guys being here, and I'll see you in the next video.